Abbott said it could have been worse had it not been for those responding officers. Abbott said a Border Patrol agent shot and killed the gunman. Now, as Abbott was handing it over to Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick, this is a moment that everyone is talking about right now. Beto O'Rourke, Democratic candidate for Texas governor, stood up and started speaking. You heard it there. There was some back and forth, obviously heated emotions, raw, running extremely high. You know, Beto and his team walked out to the parking lot.
Now back to that confrontation during the governor's press conference. Greg Abbott's opponent in the governor's race interrupting him.
Here's what happened when Democrat Beto O'Rourke went up to the stage.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Sit down.
You're out of line and an embarrassment.
Hey, sit down and don't play this stuff.
The next shooting is right now, and you are doing nothing.
No, you need to get it out of here. This isn't the place to talk this over.
This is totally predictable when you...
Sir, you're out of line.
Yeah, and Beto O'Rourke will be challenging Governor Greg Abbott come November, but he took his message for gun control to Uvalde, interrupting Governor Greg Abbott's press conference. And this does come as the NRA is still on track to host their annual convention here in Houston. Governor Greg Abbott and other Republican Texas lawmakers are scheduled to speak. Beto has has called on Abbott to withdraw from this weekend's NRA meeting, while others have called for the cancellation altogether.
Check the schedule for the NRA's convention this Friday right here in the state of Texas. 5 of the worst mass shootings in U.S. history right in this state on his watch. What does he do about it? He goes to the NRA convention to brag about how easy he has made it to purchase guns in this state.
The NRA is responding to the cancellation request. They say their sympathies are with the victims' families, adding, as we gather in Houston, we will reflect on these events, pray for the victims, recognize our patriotic members, and pledge to redouble our commitment to making our schools secure. Now, Mayor Sylvester Turner says the city will not be able to cancel the convention, citing some legal issues.
Allegedly sent a different Instagram user, tagging them in an image of firearms. And then the day before the shooting, the gunman also reportedly saying on the platform, Yubo, wait till tomorrow. Now a community searching for answers. And I just spoke with the suspect's grandfather, who said he had no idea his grandson had those guns in the house. The grandfather saying he's a felon, so it's illegal for him to have those weapons in. If he had known it, he would have turned him in. He also says his grandson didn't have a license to drive, couldn't drive, and he wonders who took him to purchase those weapons and whether he was able even to practice.
Border Patrol agent who was nearby that rushed in without backup and killed the gunman.
Video has surfaced allegedly showing suspected gunman, 18-year-old Salvador Ramos, entering Robb Elementary in Uvalde, Texas. Police say armed with a rifle and handgun and wearing body armor. Authorities say after entering the school, which was filled with some 600 second, third, and fourth graders, he unleashed a bloody massacre around 11:30 a.m., killing at least 19 students and 2 teachers and injuring numerous others.
Again, my heart was broken today. We're a small community, and we will need your prayers to get us through this.
Authorities say he got into some domestic incident with his grandmother earlier in the day at their home and shot her. The Uvalde high school student then allegedly fled the scene and crashed his truck near the elementary school. A witness describes what he saw.
I seen him jump the fence right here. He jumped the fence. He had a backpack and he had a rifle.
There was a massive response of law enforcement that flocked to the school. They got into a gun battle with the suspect before killing him.
Let me assure you, the intruder is deceased, and we are not actively looking for another individual or any other suspects in this case.
Usually nothing wrong with this neighborhood.
Justin Rodriguez ran to the school afraid for his 4th grade nephew. He was surrounded by moms and dads.
Phone calls left and right about their child. Is mine okay? Yours is not okay. Yours is gone. Really couldn't. Really couldn't tell who was or who wasn't.
Justin's nephew survived. Half a block from Justin's grief, It sounds like some Uvalde kids don't yet understand what happened. None of us should accept that it happened again.